everyone, my name's Bryce and I love sci-fi. And today I'm going to talk about 5 facts that I love about the film Edge of Tomorrow. And there might be spoilers ahead, so take that into consideration before continuing this video. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it because it's freaking great. And then come back and then watch this video. Edge of Tomorrow's story revolves around time loops, with Cage repeating the same day over and over and over and over and over, restarting the same day every time he dies. And this plot largely resembles the 1993 film Groundhog Day. So most people thought the idea of Edge of Tomorrow was borrowed directly from Groundhog Day, and turned into a sci-fi action film, being one of the millions that were made with the same premise. However, Edge of Tomorrow is a direct adaptation of the novel All You Need Is Kill, a novel written by the Japanese author Hiroshi Sakurazaka. Hiroshi got the idea for his novel when gaming, when dying a bunch of times, regenerating, and then starting at the beginning of the level, over and over until finding the winning strategy. Emily Blunt's character, Rita, is using melee weapons in every single action scene we see her in. So why is it that she uses close quarter combat weapons like a blade instead of the various high-tech and powerful guns we see the other soldiers using? Although it's never mentioned in the film, the novel version of Rita primarily uses melee weapons. This is because what happened to Cage originally happened to her, and during her days of fighting she would always run out of ammo. And this would repeatedly cause her death when fighting the mimics, making her reset every time. After so many resets, she discovered how convenient and reliable a melee weapon is against the mimics. And speaking of hand-to-hand combat, in an early scene with Rita, she walks out with a group of soldiers, and due to Rita's reputation in their world, a young soldier she's passing by says, "Bloody hell, it's the Full Metal Bitch." And side note, Full Metal Bitch is her nickname in the novel. She quickly punches him before he could finish the sentence. And that younger soldier that Rita punches was played by Emily Blunt's younger brother in real life. Let's talk exosuits. In the film, when setting up his exosuit, the default language of Cage's armor is Japanese, which is paying respects to how the film Edge of Tomorrow is based off of the Japanese novel All You Need Is Kill. The metal suits you see Rita, Cage, and all of the other soldiers wearing are not CGI. They are real. This is because Tom Cruise didn't want the exosuits to be CGI, or heavily reliant on the CGI, as it does take away from the realism. 2 months before the production began, Cruise helped with the research and development of the real suits. The exosuit costumes were pretty heavy, as they weighed approximately 85 to 90 pounds. Emily Blunt even stated that when she first tried on the exosuit, she started crying because the costume just weighed so much, and she knew she would have to wear it through 5 months of filming. Emily Blunt was jokingly and lovingly told by Tom Cruise to stop being a wuss. To find out how many times Cage has been in his time loop is actually impossible, as the film never tells you how many times Cage has been reset. Only once in the film is he questioned about it, and Rita asks him how many times, and of course he never answers her. The only number that we get for the time loops is from Rita herself, as she said she had to watch her deceased boyfriend Hendrix die 300 times, so her projected resets would be roughly around 300, while Cage's will always be unknown. Edge of Tomorrow has a lot of references to the 2 world wars, as the invasion of the mimics was something that spread first across Europe, just like the Nazi Party in World War II. Because of how many mimics she's killed, Rita was nicknamed the Angel of Verdun. In 1916, Verdun was referred to as the bloodiest battle of World War I, a battle lasting for almost a year, with over 300,000 casualties. Rita's nickname after the battle was inspired by the Angels of Mons, a story of spirits intervening to help out the British forces during the Battle of Mons, which was a story that was written in World War I 2 years before the Battle of Verdun. And these two things put together inspired Rita's nickname. In Edge of Tomorrow, Operation Downfall is the largest mechanized invasion in the history of mankind. Operation Downfall was an actual plan for the United States to invade Japan. It was supposed to be the final invasion of Japan to end World War II. However, Operation Downfall did not happen, the US dropping dropping atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima caused Japan to surrender before downfall could go into effect. And by the way, during the beginning scene when Cage is talking about Operation Downfall, that room that you see behind him is the control room from the 1983 film War Games. And the main battle on the beach was heavily inspired by the D-Day invasion during World War II. In fact, the movie's release date in the United States was on June 6, 2014, which was the 70th anniversary of D-Day. And those were my favorite facts on Edge of Tomorrow. If you guys like this video and love everything sci-fi, please subscribe to support this channel, as you can expect awesome new sci-fi videos just like this one every week. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next sci-fi top 5s.